Good morning, Sai family, and Om Sai Ram to everyone this morning. So, I just want to share two small Leelas of Baba. Uh, well, as you know, that I've got two dogs to take care of, and the place where I'm living in an apartment, and just close to the building, I have a big, huge field where the farmers grow their rice and all that stuff. And so some part of the field there are a lot of bushes and water bodies and things like that. So these two dogs, they just love going into the fields and squashing into the water, into this dirty gande water. So I let these two dogs out since they were feeling so bored and they love going out. So I just left them loose out in the compound, and directly the little one went into the fields, and the other big one, he was with me. So as the little one went running into the fields, I was taking care of the big one and as well as the small one. I just didn't want these two guys to get lost. So the big guy was very sick. He was not keeping well, so he kept eating grass and all. And as he was eating grass, he started vomiting. He literally vomited all whatever he has been eating. So he threw up everything. So I was a bit worried about this guy, and simultaneously I was worried about the other fellow who went into the fields. And I was literally calling out to the guy who was going into the fields, but he wasn't coming out. So I was so very tensed. I said I don't want to go into the fields because, as it is, it's rainy season, and I didn't want to take the risk of stepping into the field, into the shrubs, because nowadays during the rainy season there will be lots of snakes and mongoose and whatnot insects. I really have no idea. I've been ventured into the fields for the very first time. It's okay that they go into the fields during the summers, winters, but during the rains, it's really very dangerous, and I'm damn shit scared of snakes. So the neighbor upstairs warned me not to go into the fields and don't take the dogs also into the fields. Even the owner of the dogs also told me not to get into the fields because it can be dangerous, not only for me but for the dogs as well. So I tried to be very cautious. I didn't want the dogs to go into the fields, but unfortunately, the little one went into the fields, and I couldn't stop him. But I was so tensed. Literally, I was so very worried. I was just wondering why the little one is not coming out, even though I've been literally calling him out every now and then. He was just not responding. In my mind, a lot of things was going into my mind. What can has happened to him? Like, did any snakes bite? Did he drown into the water? All these pictures would come into my mind, like, and then I just thought, like, I'll send a message to this owner saying that the little fellow didn't come out of the field and he is nowhere to be found. So I was so worried. I was so worried that I literally kept chanting Sai Baba's name, and I requested Baba, please, please get the little one out. His name is Rumi and the other one is Sander. So I requested Baba, please get Rumi out of the field because I am too tense, and please take care of these two dogs, Baba. I am responsible for these dogs and they are my responsibility. So please help me to get this little one out. So having said that, I kept chanting Sai Baba's name, and I was even thinking of saying the what do you call that? Sai Kashnival mantra, but I did not know the words by heart. I knew the words. I've been doing puja almost every day, but I totally forgot. I'm not in touch with doing puja because I had to literally look after the dogs and I'm on the job. So I just pray in my mind, like, and just do a little bit of puja, a little bit of chanting and things like that. So I was so scared, and as soon as I finished I just kept chanting. This little boy, fellow, he came out of the field all drenched in black water. So I was so happy. I thanked Baba so much, and then I ran. I just took him straight to the bathroom and I washed him. So this, and it's all thanks to Baba that he heard my prayers. And the second incident was, as I told you, the big fellow. He wasn't keeping well, and he wasn't having his food also. So he had these guys had his have their routine food. In the mornings, I give him like 10 o'clock, 10 to 11. I feed them, and then later in the evening, 6 to 7. So only these two, twice I have to give them food in a day. So these two people, they did not even have food, so I was a bit worried. I was just wondering what to do. So I spoke to my sisters. I discussed these things to my sisters, and I asked them, what can I do? So they said, you just don't worry. Nothing has happened to them. It is just a stomach pain, stomach problem. So dogs eating grass is just normal. So um, if they have a tummy upset, then they'll definitely have this have grass and all. So I had to report this thing to the owner, and the owner, I told her that everything is fine, but only thing, he is having a stomach problem, so that's why he's eating grass, and he hasn't been eating his food also. So what happened was, he puked in the house. He threw up in the house a little bit, but then I didn't know at that point of time to tell Baba about this, about the problem. So what I did was, I just prayed to Baba. I said, Baba, please heal Sander, and please keep him in good health. So what I did was, I took a little bit of udi that I had in my bag. I just put udi into the water, and I mixed it up. So he does not have his food, but I only keep his water. I keep changing his water every now and then, so that he shouldn't be dehydrated. So I kept changing water and giving him fresh water. So this time, yesterday, what I did, I gave him I mean, sorry, I put a little bit of udi into his water, and I gave it to him. And I said, I prayed to Baba. I said, Baba, I'm putting a pinch of udi into his water. Please let him drink. And then I put a little bit of udi on his forehead, and I prayed over him on Baba, saying that, Baba, please heal this little boy, and keep him healthy. No sooner did I notice that Sander, he literally at the end of the day, he kept drinking lots of water, and the next day he was all right, and he has started having his food also. Today he had food, and he is still hungry to have food, but I can't give him extra food, because as it is, he's feeling very weak, right? So I didn't want to give him extra food. I just gave him one packet, which was mentioned to me by the owner. Only two packets each, one for the small guy and one for the other guy. In the evening, double for the big guy and one packet for the small guy. So I removed his packet, and I gave him one packet for him to eat, and he ate the whole packet. He even ate the other guy's food also. So I had to remove another packet for the other guy to eat. So these two people started eating, and it was a miracle for me, I can say. It was Baba's blessings that these people has eaten their food, like, and now no problem at all. Thank you, Baba. Thank you so much for healing these two little boys, and thank you so much. Baba is really listening to every word that we have in our mind, and he listens to our prayers. Thank you so much. These are these two beautiful miracles that happened to me with these two little angels. May Baba bless them, and thanks a lot for you, Sai children, for listening to my Leela, and all those who really want to uh, share their Leelas on either Instagram on live, or maybe on the Sai children group. Please do share your Leelas. Thank you so much. Om Sai Ram.